Welcome to Weekend Crafting Adventures with Kim Wojtalewicz. Get ready to learn all about her latest craft project as she reveals experiences with the Cricut cutting machine. Follow along as she discusses her project's successes and fails, shares her inspiration, tips and tricks, and overall satisfaction rating for each project. Now, here's your host, Kim.
Hi, crafties. Welcome to Weekend Crafting Adventures. I'm Kim, and today is a little bit of a different kind of episode. It's actually a follow-up to my personalized zipper pouch episode. In this show, I am going to be talking about the tags that I created to put on the zipper pouches and what I filled the pouches with. So the materials that I needed for the tag was some medium weight cardstock, and I went with a off-white, a cream color cardstock. I used some of my fine point, colorful Cricut pens, as well as a black one for most of the writing. And then I did the individual names in different colors that I felt complemented the zipper pouches. I used some 1/8 inch black ribbon and a fine point blade in my Cricut machine. I actually had to get a new one. I was making some cards, which I will be talking about in one of my next episodes, but I was making some cards and I ended up having all of these little issues with the clean cut. So I did end up switching out my fine point blade, which made a huge difference. So that was something that I used. And of course, my Cricut design space to design the tags, the fonts, and the placement of everything that I put on the tag. Filling the pouch. So I filled the pouch with 5 different items. I am traveling on an airplane from Colorado to eventually New Hampshire. And so I didn't want to travel with heavy pouches full of things that could possibly open or get messed up during the travel. I live at a high altitude. So if anybody you know, or if you travel in and out of a high altitude, you would be amazed at the things that explode in your bags, whether you're going somewhere or coming home. So I kept it to 5 items. I got a snack pack of one of my favorite trail mixes from Trader Joe's, and it is a Happy Camper trail mix. It sells for about $7 and there's 10 pouches inside. So I'm putting one of the snack pouches in each zipper pouch and I'm keeping the rest for the airplane ride for snacks for me. I went and ordered on Amazon some Hello lip balm. The packaging caught me. I am a sucker for cute packaging with cute sayings. It's something that I love doing myself with my projects that I make. And so I'm really hoping that this lip balm lives up to the cute packaging that it has. Those costs, they were a little pricier. They were about $14 for 3 lip balms. They are vegan and not tested on animals, all of that kind of stuff. So hopefully they are amazing. 2 things that I sewed myself. I have loved making key fobs, and they are great for work. They're great to keep your house key on, a work key on. I find them so useful. The ones that I make, you just slide right over your wrist. So if you're carrying bags or you've got things that you're hauling back and forth between the car or someplace else, you know exactly where your key is. And I also put a scrunchie that I sewed in every zipper pouch. Scrunchies are a great quick sew. If you are somebody that likes to sew and you have a stash of your fabrics that are scraps, scrunchies are a great stash buster. You can make the cutest scrunchies in a short amount of time, and they are such a fun gift to give people. So that's what I filled the pouch with. And now let me talk a little bit about the experience of the tag that I made. I went ahead and used a medium weight cardstock that is an off-white color. And I wanted to make the most of the writing around the tag black. So I chose a circle as the shape for the tag. And then I did have my Cricut cut a tiny little hole at the top because I knew I wanted to use some 1/8 inch black ribbon to somehow attach my tag to the zipper pouches. So I did use my Cricut Design Space, and that actually went really well. The font that I chose is called Sweet Dreams, and I made my tags about almost 3.5 inches around circle, a little bit smaller than that. But I have a pretty long saying that I wanted to include on my tags. I knew I wanted the year. I knew I wanted it to say Girls Weekend, and then each of my friends' names. So that's quite a bit to fit onto a tag. I was thinking about it, and I thought if I really had thought hard about this, I could have actually made these tags like a Christmas ornament or something like that, some other keepsake on a different material than cardstock, because it came out so cute and it has each person's name on it with the year. And I was like, oh my gosh, if this wasn't cardstock, I totally would hang this on my Christmas tree just as a little reminder of the get together with my friends. So definitely a thought for a future project. And so, okay, back to making the tags. I did switch out my fine point blade. I did have a couple of issues last time I was using my fine point blade cutting cardstock where I was not getting the cleanest cut. So I went back and forth and I thought, I think I'm just going to replace it. So I did replace my fine point blade. I ordered 2 replacement blades on Amazon, Cricut brand, for $8. So basically $4 a blade, which I feel like is a pretty good deal because actually this is the first time I am changing out my fine point blade, and I have cut quite a bit of vinyl and cardstock over since I first got my Cricut. So I have a fresh fine point blade. I have my fine point markers in various colors for each of my friends' names, and then the black marker for the sayings, the year, Girls Weekend, and I think that's it. So the saying that I chose to use is side by side or miles apart, friends are always close at heart. And I chose that saying because we are kind of all scattered around. A bunch of my friends live within the New England area, but there are a couple of us that are spread a little further out around the country. And one of our friends is not going to be able to make it for this trip. So I just wanted to kind of capture the sentiment that I was feeling to put on the tag. So the tag came out super cute. And I'm just showing a little quick glimpse of it here on my video. I'm really happy with it. I do feel like a keeper for my crafting is going to be individualizing tags. I have really loved picking out fonts, picking out the exact saying that I want, and the little details that come with everything you can use your Cricut Design Space to individualize and personalize your gifts. So that is a huge crafting keeper for me. See, I think that's it. This, like I said, this is a quick episode because I really just wanted to follow up with you about the tag and what I actually decided to put into the zipper pouches. So I'm going to give this little fast project a satisfaction rating of a 4. Because I'm super excited. I love gifting people things. It's one of my love languages for sure. And I'm just really excited to see their faces, what they think of the tags and the pouches. And so this was a really fulfilling project for me. I am looking forward to my trip. I will report back when I return home. And I don't know about you if there are any other teachers out there, but in Colorado, we are winding down our year. And I just can't wait for the summer to spend a little more time with my crafting adventures and bring them to you. Take care.
That's all for this episode of Weekend Crafting Adventures. Now go get that Cricut machine off the shelf and get crafty. For more information on this crafting project, interesting tips, tricks, and techniques, visit WCApodcast.com. Until next time, when we embark on another adventure.